What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of F1 2016 Mobile Career Mode. And today we have round 3 in season number 5 at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Check out the last episode if you missed it. That took place at the Styrian Grand Prix, I should say. I nearly said the Austrian Grand Prix, but forgot we're trying to recreate the 2020 calendar this year as something a little bit different. And that was a really exciting race, actually, so I would strongly recommend watching that episode before you continue with this one, because I'm going to spoil it now, so you've been warned. As you can see, we saw the first safety car since season 3. Yes, it didn't appear at all last season, so that was long overdue. And we had a shock winner in Felipe Massa, the Brazilian, winning for the first time since 2008. Surely we won't see anything else like that again here this weekend.
We're just 18 kilometres from the city of Budapest here in Hungary, where today's Formula 1 race is about to take place. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix.
An absolutely perfect Saturday, pole position, front of the grid, on the best tyre choice for the race. It's absolutely happy days, and what's even better is my teammate qualified in P4, so it's been a really good start to qualifying down at Red Bull Racing. Let's see if we can continue this throughout the rest of the season. We've got the Mercedes in second and third. They're obviously going to be very quick because this is a strong track for the AI, as we now do rev up to 5 red lights for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and we are now underway. That's a pretty solid start off the line. Looking at the proximity arrow, though, here comes one of the Mercedes. That is going to be Lewis Hamilton heading towards turn 1. The AI with that stupid acceleration off the line, but they always brake really early, and I can hang it round the outside. Although unusually this time I've got Nico Rosberg right on my tail. I think he actually managed to pass Hamilton, and now he's really closely following me. Normally I'd be able to pull out a really large gap of a couple of seconds just at the opening corner, but the German driver's really piling on the pressure here. The gap less than 2/10 as we head through the first sector time check. And, well, you know, I can't put a foot wrong now, otherwise we're going to give the Mercedes the lead. And because some people think of this as Monaco without the barriers, I need to really stay on my toes. Although I get a great exit out of the chicane, and I manage to stay ahead for now. Although all the way to lap 7, when I'm making my first pit stop, as nothing else happened, I had both Mercedes rapidly following me. Although, thankfully they started battling because... yeah, I don't know why, but that meant they both lost quite a bit of time. My tyres are absolutely shot now. I seem to remember in the race that I extended 1 lap longer than my pit window, because I don't know why. So yeah, that was not ideal. So, however, it does mean that we will have less worn tyres on this new set. And interestingly, I've been undercut by Max Verstappen. So my teammate pitted a few laps ago. He's now ahead of me. One of the Mercedes followed me into the pit lane and also came out ahead of me. I can't remember who that was off the top of my head, but either way, that's not good. That means that maybe this silly pit lane glitch is occurring again! I just completely lost the rear then! Out of absolutely nowhere! I just clipped a cold tyre onto the curb, and then I've lost another couple of places to Alonso and Hulkenberg. I've never seen that happen before to that extent, where I just completely nearly bin it in the wall out of absolutely nothing. That's never happened. So I don't know why that randomly just happened then. But anyway, we're catching up to Hulkenberg now. I'm probably going to send it here because I really need to make these moves, and I'm going to send it on Alonso as well. Make contact with Verstappen. That's never a good sign to hit your teammate. Broke rule number 1 of Formula 1 there, which is obviously not ideal. Verstappen is now putting Hamilton under quite a bit of pressure, which is really good to see, because hopefully it means we can get some good points as a team. That was some cars in the side of the pit wall there. I don't know why that is. And I think that was another Mercedes in the pit lane. There goes Fernando Alonso with that absolutely OP straight line speed. We just resend it on the McLaren. I'm forced wide there. This is a proper scrap, this. Hamilton's now leading because it was Rosberg in the pit lane. I'm going to try and send it on the inside of Verstappen. No, I'm not. Hamilton goes deep. Verstappen takes the lead. Alonso does a double overtake round the outside. Although he can't quite make it stick on Hamilton, who immediately re-overtakes the Spanish driver, and I'm going to follow suit as well. Hamilton goes off the circuit again there, and I'm not going to hesitate with that one. We squeeze the Mercedes driver off the track, and there we go. I barge my way through up the inside, and we are now 1 and 2 in this race with 9 laps to go. So let's see what Max's pace is like. Let's see if he can drag me along. Lap 14, and he's still not pitted. This is a really good sign. I nearly ran into the back of him there because he has to avoid Felipe Massa, who's now a lap car in this race. Imagine being the winner of a race to now being a lap down a race later. That must hurt for the Brazilian driver, as we're now looking to overtake Nasser as well. Now, yes, Felipe Massa, Felipe Nasser. I still get confused by that. It is a bit of a tongue twister. But we're going to go past the Sauber driver now, hopefully with no issues. And yeah, Max's pace has been pretty good. So this genuinely, my tactic has been to follow Max and see if he can stay out and win the race. But unfortunately, he's going to stay out no longer at the end of lap number 15. He pits. Raikkonen is now in my way. He is the last runner in this race. And I don't know if you noticed, but as Verstappen went into the pit lane, there was that really weird glitch where the game automatically steers you clattering into the side of the pit wall. Anyway, we make light work of the Iceman. And we're now leading the race. There's 3 laps to go, and I think Hamilton is nowhere to be seen. Max had such good pace that we managed to drop him, and now, oh my god, it's Palmer. At this exact point of the racetrack last season, yes, those who know will know. And he's still scaring me because he's not moving out of the way. I do believe, was Palmer in the exact same position before under blue flags? Was he in P18 when he spun me off last year? He might well have been, you know. In the end, he's still fighting me. I don't know what this guy doesn't understand about blue flags. Get out of the way. So then I deliberately steer across him once I've got that move done. And now, thankfully, I have put Jolyon Palmer behind me as we're on to the final lap of the race. And well, in the end, this has been quite a dominant drive. We probably were on target for P2 here last season, if I remember off the top of my head. But that was taken away from me by Palmer. But this year we're going to get redemption. This is one of the best tracks for the AI, so this is a surprise but very much a welcome victory, and shows me that if we can win here, we can probably win anywhere. Through the last corner, it's going to be our second win of the season. Daniel Ricciardo wins the Hungarian Grand Prix to extend his championship lead. That was a very nice Sunday, and also Alonso went from 3rd to 16th somehow. I'm guessing he pitted. There's the results from the Hungaroring. A very comfortable victory, nearly 15 seconds ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the end. That shows actually how surprisingly good Max's pace was. Hülkenberg just held on for 3rd. Although Verstappen pitted, he did manage to get P4, but he was only half a second off making it a 1-2, so that's really disappointing for Max, obviously, but it was still a really good drive from him. Vettel was up there, Bottas, Kvyat as well, and Raikkonen, well, such a disappointing drive for Kimi Raikkonen here. Yeah, and Rosberg, crucially, out of the points. I've no idea what happened to Nico Rosberg, but that means I now have 24-point lead in the championship after 3 races. And at the Styrian Grand Prix, we only managed 5th. So there you go. That shows how well we're doing this year. Verstappen, great to see him get some big points today. That's hopefully going to kickstart his season. Let's see if we can try and build some momentum off that, as we are now also leading the Constructors' Championship by 9 points, ahead of Mercedes, Ferrari in 3rd, then Williams, Toro Rosso. Those 3 teams are quite closely matched at the moment. And Force India, McLaren, Haas, Renault, Sauber and Manor, the only team yet to score this season. And that's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram or join my Discord server. Both links will be in the description below. And I'll see you guys all at the next one for my home Grand Prix at Silverstone. Goodbye.